But you know how I feel about 1999 Joe.
Yeah, I love him. I mean, I was just thinking about them and I was just like, oh, each of them has a certain quality that just makes you melt.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the qualities. What are like the 5
this
qualities?
This is going to be like a 5-hour podcast right now. An hour to each kid. Oh, I mean, let's start with the captain. So I want to say this to him, but every time I had the opportunity, I feel like it's sort of like kissing butt. But Jackie and I were once talking about how Donnie, how the shows are really amazing. Not because of the music. Well, yeah, because of the music is nostalgic and the new music we like and all that good stuff. But like Donnie is part of the creative, I don't know, directors or something like that for the tours.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's hands on. So not only is he like working with the music director, but he's also working with the people who arrange the stage and how they're going to come out and all that good stuff. So he puts the people he has in mind, the fans who are in the nosebleed sections. They're going to have a great time. The people who are down by the pit are going to have a great time. The people who are in the back seat, like by the doors, are going to have a great time. Because every kind of like inch of whatever it is they're playing, somehow they have an experience. And for, an artist to think of that, to be that involved in, in how they're being shown, how they're presented to their tours, in them, because of the love for their fans, is just amazing. I mean, I'm sure that like right now we see them that there are writing and he's producing and he's in there, he's doing the Blue Bloods, and then he goes over there and he starts recording, and oh my God, it's exhausting.
Yes.
And when you see him and you talk to him, he doesn't complain an inch, like nothing. He's always so nice to everybody. I could go there a million times on set and he like is really nice every time. Like I would be like, Maria, enough already. Go home. But no. He's like, and the fact he got everybody together, trying to, wrangle in these guys from like, I was watching the Behind the Music VH1 special, and somehow he made the right time in 2007 or something, because they got together, right? And till now, he's the one that is the MC of the show. He amps everybody up on the cruise. He's the one that stays up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. 7 in the morning. He's like, he has a special thing. For
real. I don't know how he does it. He's magical.
We just want to say thank you for like thinking of us. Thank you for thinking of people who those $1,000 tickets or can't afford that. So we have to be like in the $80 tickets, because that's what I could probably do. Even $80 tickets, I can have a possibility of having Joel, Jordan, John, Danny come by and take a picture and say hi, because they go to those sections and they come out into the audience.
Right?
What other bands do that? Like,
or all of a sudden they're walking down, they're coming out of from where the concession is, and they're coming down into like the crowds that are, it's like, holy cow, where'd you come from?
So interactive. And I mean, I know that there's other people that do that, but the fact that he is involved, he wants to be involved in that because he keeps his fans in mind.
Mm-hmm.
That just blows my mind.
National treasure right there. Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah.
For real though. He just, I don't know. I have no words. I feel the same exact way. I have this connection with him now, I feel. Maybe he doesn't feel it, and that's okay. But
I think he does. I think that I don't know, anybody that I was thinking, okay, so I think about them a lot apparently. But
hey, same. I think about them every day.
So like I said, I was watching. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was watching because it was like already 2 a.m. and I have to go to work. But in that VH1 Behind Its Music special,
mm-hmm.
They interviewed 1992 or 3, Donnie. And he was saying, I live for the screams. There's nothing better than those screams. I'm a 14-year-old. He's like, I love it. And the guys are like, oh, yeah, the screams. And he's like, I love it. I love it. He loves it. He loved it then, and I think he loves it now. But back then, it was like we were screaming because we were infatuated. We were 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, preteens, hormones, just fantasy. That's what we were screaming. Now we're screaming because it's like, at least in the concerts, I think they were all screaming because we're just so happy to be there. It's like a party.
Yes.
And they're having a good time because, he's in the party with us, like not just on stage. He's just like partying with us. And so we scream because, yeah, we swoon a little bit, but it's no longer like this infatuation of just like, oh my God. It's more like, wow, thank you for bringing us all together. It's a big ass party.
It really is. It's like a big family reunion.
Yeah.
Like it's so much more. And I think we've talked about this numerous times. It's so much more than, we're just fans of New Kids on the Block and we like to go to concerts and we like to do this and we like to do that. It's different. It's that we connect with other people, not only that we share a similar interest with, but we also are connecting because we find that we have a lot in common. Like a lot of us have things in common, and then we become family. Like we make that jump. It's like
our chosen family.
Exactly.
Like this is who I picked to be, and like who I decided to open up to.
Yeah.
Because family, blood, you kind of sometimes they find out things that, as much as you try to keep it secret, they're family. You're gonna find out. But this is someone that you trusted with letting them know maybe you're something you're ashamed of, you're embarrassed, or secret, or whatever, or just confide in.
Yeah. It's amazing. And
yeah,
it's like I was telling you earlier, if anything from this podcast, it's like I listened to those early episodes and it's like I'm talking to no one, but I wasn't. I was like, there's gotta be people that are like and like, I didn't know. I had no idea that there we're just kind of like, hey, if you're out there,
yeah,
we want to be with you and we want to get to know you. So we had no idea. We had no clue. Like I'd been on the message boards and stuff like that, but I didn't realize that like this was a true community. Like this is a family. But for the most part, we all love each other. And that's what matters.
Yeah. And I think I know that all five guys, they promote and then they love us, they love their fans. But Donnie just is the nucleus of that. He's just like, like, I don't know, there's something special about Donnie that like he enjoys it. And he enjoys the screams, he enjoys the attention, but I think now he enjoys the attention because we show up and he's so appreciative that we show up, and when we show up, he loves it and we love him right back. So there's just like this love transaction, like,
love transaction. I like that. It is a love transaction because it's reciprocated. It feels reciprocated.
Absolutely.
There's other concerts I've been to and I don't feel this, like, I don't expect it. I don't expect a love reciprocation, but we have it and it's like, for real? Donnie Wahlberg tweeted at me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we said this before, and I think you actually said it the last time you were on, is that it's been said, like, you should never meet your idols.
Oh, you know? Because it's like that Disney World effect.
Yeah, like you should
behind the scenes, you're like, oh my God. It's like you have this imaginary, put them on a pedestal, and then all of a sudden when you meet them, they don't meet to your crazy imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
It is, I could never imagine in my wildest dreams that they would exceed my expectations. Times 100. Every single one of them exceeded my expectations. I don't know what I don't really know what I was expecting, but I know that it exceeded my expectations.
I can tell you what I was expecting. I was expecting just, a celebrity, not full of himself or themselves. It was just more of a celebrity transaction. Like, okay, you came, you bought my CD. I'm going to sign it. Hi, thank you for coming. And next.
Yes. Yes. And
to me, I was like, oh my God, they're speaking to me. Oh my God. But And I was just freaking out just about that. But it didn't happen that way.
Mm-mm.
It happened like I said, thank you. And Joey just, and his big, beautiful blue eyes
Oh,
and
those
his
blue eyes.
smile.
How
And
you
he
doing?
genuinely said to me, like, it might sound like naive, but he genuinely like was talking to me. He was like, thank you for coming back after so many years, and we're so appreciative of you and all of all of the fans, and we are just enjoying it as much as you, and we couldn't do this without you if you girls didn't come back, and we're just so happy when you like he just went on this like rambling. You know how Joe just gets on stage and he's just like a natural performer, but he speaks from the heart even on stage where you're given the license to be superficial, but he wasn't. He's not on stage and he's not in person. He just was so honest, and I was just like so in awe with his honesty, the appreciation he had for me. I mean, I know he has appreciation for all the fans, but at that moment it was me. I can't believe you're talking to me like this, and you've never seen me. Like, I'm just a stranger to you. And he was like, no. And the same thing with Donnie. He was like, no, you're not a stranger to me. And they're like, no. Now, if only Jordan could say you're not a stranger to me, that would be great. But
I think it's coming. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm putting it into the universe. I think it's coming, Maria. I've seen that video.
Oh my God.
That interaction, that love transaction, if you will, blew my mind.
Which one?
And somebody else took it, and you're on the corner.
Stage?
Yes. And he like points at you. Did you say like take it off or something?
Oh my God, yes.
It was so fantastic. It was everything.
Okay, this is what I thought happened. He came over, right? Because they were doing that B stage thing. And this is what I saw in my mind. Like, he came over, he noticed me, he said hi. He grabbed my hand, he shook it, and I was just like, all right, well, I don't know what else to do with you, but we're just going to keep on holding and shaking hands. All right, we're jumping up and down. Okay, all right. And then he looked around, and he was, nice. And he was smiling at me like, hey. I didn't know what I said until, like, that was on Sunday. I think maybe it was like Wednesday when I just kept on obsessing over that video and just like looking at it. And then I realized, like, oh my God, did I just take it off? Take it all off. I was like, did that come out from me? Like, who said that? Oh, that is me. And he's just like smiling, like, oh, okay. That's what he was smiling at. That's what he was laughing at. I was like, take it off. Take it all off. Like, don't.
Oh, he loved it.
A little bit. Oh.
I just love it because it was like a happiness transaction. He was like, but like beyond, it makes my face hurt because like I'm smiling. Cause like it just gave me life. Like that's like that statement. I know, but it did. It gave me life to see that happen between the two of you. And I could watch it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like over and over and over. And just
that was so funny.
I just love it. I do. I love it so much, and I want it to happen again, and I'm putting it out in the universe. And you feel free to say, take it off, take it all off again.
I mean, I said some stupid things. Like, I think it was in the Brooklyn show or something. Like, he came over and we were in the B stage as well. And so he saw me and he was like, oh, hey, like, his little eyebrows go up like a little emoji, like, hey. And and so he started singing something where he was just like moving and like, grinding a little bit. And I was like, oh yeah. And I was just like, I was literally doing this. You can't, like, I don't know, the podcasters are not going to see me, but I was like, oh my God, yes. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. And he started laughing. And that's the video where he was just like cracking up. He was just laughing.
I love it.
Like, oh my God. I was like, I can be a fool with him, like, if they're on stage, because it's just like they're performing. They're putting on a performance. It's not, there's like two sides of them. There's like the performer and then there's like the real person, right? So I'm like, I'm giving it to the performer, but like I would never do that with him in person. Like he's like,
I never really thought about that.
I'm a damn fool on the concerts. Like, yeah.
I think I might be the same. Well, I don't think I would like touch any of them. Like, I don't know.
Oh, didn't you already?
Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. I think you're right. Like, I wouldn't jump up and down like I do. No, you're right. I am able to separate because I act like a damn fool. I don't know what comes over me, and you don't realize it until you see footage of yourself. And then you're like, oh, wow. And then Brooke just looks at me and said, I told you so. Like, I
told you did that.
I don't know if any of you caught this, but we found out why Brooke sat where she sat because I act like a damn fool. So she knew that if she sat in the other seat, like, she would have an obstructed view of like my armpits and my arms because I flail. Because I get so excited. Like I said before, it's like I get filled with the, I don't know. And I just go nuts. It's like, it's my medicine. And like right now I feel so good. I feel so good talking about this and like, oh my gosh, they're just amazing. They're amazing. They're amazing. We should probably intro. Totally forgot to do that.
Judy intro!
So here we go. This is Nikki.
And this is Maria.
And this is my so-called whatever. Welcome to the block party.
Woo! Okay.
Sorry, I forgot. You have one more line.
Oh.
We ain't leaving out nobody.
Oh. Okay. Well, take two?
Take two. We'll put this in the outtakes. Okay. So, here we go. We'll do it again. You ready? All right. This is Nikki.
And this is Maria.
And this is my so-called whatever. Oh, wait. No, sorry. You're supposed to say welcome to the block party. Oops. Okay. Take three.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave this all in. Okay. So, take three.
Okay.
This is Nikki.
And this is Maria.
And this is my so-called whatever.
And this is the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody. But I will say...
No one.
And that was take three, by the way. I will say, Brooke is not with us today. We miss you, Brooke. Brooke is away for the weekend. And we have a special guest, Maria.
And we're fabulous.
And we're talking about New Kids on the Block because it is the block party. And
surprise, surprise.
And yes. And we forgot the one thing I do like about this is that we like start right into conversation. Like we get into conversation. Brooke and I do the same thing now. We just take off and I say, now I just start recording because more often than not, like we'll have conversations and before I would say, I really wish that I was recording. And so I just record now. So that's why the intro might be in the middle. It might be towards the end. Who knows? Maybe one time we might not have an intro.
We do it.
So thank you, Maria. Thanks for coming on and helping me.
Oh no, my pleasure. It's always like, please, you ask any blockhead, you're not gonna get a no.
Well, I appreciate it, and we're talking New Kids on the Block, and as you heard at the beginning of our discussion, we were talking about traits or qualities that we admire the most or like the most about the guys. I mean, we like everything, but there's always like one thing that's just like, oh wow, they're amazing. We could say it. Okay,
yeah, like each of them has their own quality that makes me melt.
Yeah.
Like for Danny, it's like people may not see his blunt honesty as a desirable trait, but I appreciate it. That's what gets me. Like he's just being honest, and I appreciate that he doesn't have to pretend to be a celebrity because he's afraid that our love is going to go away or something like that. He's just like himself. He loves us. We love him, and it's like that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Hey.
There's nothing else about it.
Hey.
And I'm like, oh my God, hey, how you doing? I love you. And he's like, I love you too. And we hug, and that's it. And it's like, I don't know. There's a quality about each of them that makes me melt.
I'd like to get to know Danny a little bit better. I'm going to put that out in the universe. Him and Jordan. And Jordan,
I think he's like a fun guy. Look at him today. He just made me freaked out by, thousands of women jumping at him. But
hey,
I mean,
I would
who
be
wouldn't?
too. Because it's like, whoa, where'd you come from? I'm a jumpy person. So if somebody like comes out from like the side and it's just like, Jordanite, like that's scary. That's scary. I think about that time that Joe was talking about like there was two girls in his hotel room and he was taking a shower or something and all of a sudden they were there. Like that's scary. I like I said, I'm nervous about that kind of stuff. Like, oh geez, like, oh, you're there.
Yeah, no, I was watching, like I said, I was watching one other concert. I think it was the package tour or something, or the total package. And just, I mean, you can watch any of their concerts and how Joey, or they go out into the audience and people just like trample each other to get to them. And they are so nice. Like they smile to each person and take pictures and they'll continue to sing and sound good. And I look at those bodyguards and I was like, how do you control this? How do you, I totally understand if I get pushed wrong by one of the security guards, because why would I not? I mean, if I'm being like in a massive wave of women towards this one point of a person, I don't know. I mean, like, we get upset, kind of like, oh, she pushed me, oh my God, and all this. Just imagine, like, them. I was freaking out. I was having a slight anxiety attack when I was watching it. I was like, oh my God. Oh, and there was, like, someone with a kid, and I was like, oh my God, like a 4-year-old, and I was just like, oh my God, this kid. I was fearing for that kid. And they were like, and Joey just, like, saw them, and he took a picture, and he just, he was so nice. And then he continued to go in deeper into the pits of the women. I was just like, oh my God, I'd be running. Therefore I'm not a celebrity, but it's just like
they also spark feats of strength, though. I will say, like, if like somebody wants to see feats of strength, they can go to a New Kids on the Block concert, because I was able to hurdle over 2 sets of chairs. Like, I had adrenaline coursing through me, like, I don't even know what, back in 2009 at that concert. And I made my way to that stage. And then, like, once you get there, like, it's like I realized, like, whoa, where's everybody else? Like, for real. I was like, okay, I'm here. Now what do I do? You don't, like, think of what's the next step. Okay, I made it here. Do I put my hand up? Like, do I try? Like, what do I do? And it was emotional, but yeah. I get it. I understand. I totally
understand.
do.
I mean, like, I want to be normal. Like, just how do you walk and smile and continue to sing and all this stuff while people are pushing you and holding you down and screaming and this is the stuff that we kind of see a little bit. But imagine the ones that are in there. They talk about, like, touch their butt and get molested, and how they kind of mentioned that sometimes the guys mentioned, like, oh, somebody touched me the wrong way. Like,
yeah.
Imagine how far they must have gone, because that people are touching them.
Right.
It's just, like, wow. I would be like, don't do that. No! But I'm a grouchy girl. So, I don't know. They're just amazing. So I was like, so I understand if they are, a little bit like Jordan, kind of is, what is it, like a distance kind of thing? Where he's not in face to face, or like in meet and greets is a little bit like apprehensive. I get it. I understand why.
Yeah. I also have never been, so what Brooke and I did, we didn't do an ultimate, right? That's not what we did. I didn't realize about the ultimate. The ultimate is like when you go by yourself.
I believe so. The ultimates are like that. By yourself with all 5 guys.
I don't even know what would happen.
I don't know.
I don't think I'd be able to function, Maria.
Like, now, maybe, I would be able to dare myself to do it. But then I think about, okay, I could get myself through the doors. 5 years ago or 4 years ago or something like that, I wouldn't be able to walk through the doors. But now I think I could. The one thing is, what would I say when I get there? Because I am known to sort of like maybe black out and just have, bleh, like I can't control my mouth. It just starts saying bananas. It just hurts. There was one time where I met John at, like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we were like at some Wahlburgers event, and Donnie had said, come, you come, like, come inside or whatever. And so we went, and by mistake, kind of, like, some girls were like, oh, they're right there. It's around the corner. And we went, but once we got there, we realized, like, oh my God, they're eating. Oh, no, we've gone too far. Like, I didn't know we were going there. I thought that they were just there, like,
you're like
maybe
that,
doing meet and greets.
You're like that Nick gif. You moonwalk backwards.
Like, oh my God, no. And so they were eating, and I was like, oh my God. So I was just like walking around in circles, like, oh shit. And then they come out, and it was first Danny, and then John. And I don't know why I said this to John. I was like, John, this is really weird. I know, right? Please tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And he was like, no. And I'm like, no, you're lying. You're lying, John. Just tell me the truth. I mean, no, for real. You can be totally honest with me. Come on now. No, this is really weird because I feel really weird. And I just kept on saying it like, no, John. No, for real. Tell me the truth. And I kept on looking at my friends like, shut me up right now. And they just stood there like, oh, I was mortified. While it was happening. And John was like, no. And then he just kind of got quiet. I'm like, no, now you're freaked out. Now you're freaked out by me because what I'm doing right now is weird. Right? It was like a really bad Seinfeld episode. And so, yeah, like if I go into like this, meet and greet and one-on-one with all five of them, I don't know what I would say. I'd be dangerous.
I hear you.
Common sense goes out the door. Goes out of my brain.
It does. And you're just like, I can't believe this is happening right now. Like,
John gives me this sense of acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at, me and whoever he's looking at. Like, and I've seen him interact with other people, with other fans, and he genuinely just, like, is interested in them and looks at them and smiles at them, and it's just like a genuine smile. Like, you make that man happy. Like, wow, that's a powerful thing. And then he hugs you, and it's just like, oh my God, you feel like welcomed and accepted. Like, and you think of New Kids on the Block, you're like, they're unattainable, right?
Right.
You just think that you never would have met them, but here you are getting a hug by one of them, and it's just like being welcomed, and it's like, oh, that whole genuine, love and acceptance and humility that John brings to the band is just, that's what melts me about him.
Mm-hmm.
What else is left?
There's Joe.
Well, Joe was like that whole, being honest.
Oh, that's right. That's grateful. Right. That's right. And those blue eyes. I will tell you
smile.
What. There is really no words. You will think that you will be fine. You will say, I'm going to be fine. You will be standing there and your legs will start to feel weak. Make sure you strengthen yourself a little bit, because as soon as he flashes those beautiful, beautiful teeth, those beautiful eyes, my God. Forget it.
It's over.
Forget
it's
it.
Over.
No matter how many times you've rehearsed it, how many times that you've said, I'm going to tell him all about this. I'm going to tell him. You've got to somehow you got to drill it into your head. So then maybe it'll just be like, blah, 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 but hopefully no crazy eyes, because nobody needs that. If I didn't give him crazy eyes that first time, then, oh God. But I felt weak. I felt like my legs were going to come out from underneath me. So should we read some stories?
Oh, yeah.
So we've got two stories. Actually, both of them have been long time coming stories. So this one in particular, the first one that I'm about to read, is from Kristen. And Kristen, is from the beginning. From the beginning. And she just sent it to us. And so I have it right here. So I will read the story. And it is called My NKOTB Adventures. Here we go.
Okay.
In 2008, on a small army base in Germany, 2 army wives were partaking in some adult beverages and discussing how NKOTB were apparently back together. We heard their song Summertime on AFN, which is called Armed Forces
Army,
Network.
Yeah.
Maria knows.
I remember that.
And thought, oh, that's nice. Look at them all grown up. As we dug further into the nostalgia, we realized we never expected this night in 2009 on a cold January night in Germany. Being several sheets to the wind, we thought, let's go to a New Kids show. Wouldn't that be so funny? Funny. Ha. I was one of the younger fans during the 80s. I enjoyed them from my boombox speakers and Tiger Beat magazine. I wasn't allowed to go to such a concert at ages 8 through 12. Well,
there's a sad phase.
What'd you say?
There's a sad phase after age.
Oh, there is a sad face.
And I feel it because I was in that same category. I was not allowed to go to their concerts.
Me too. Like, it wasn't even something really that I mean, I would be like, I'd really like to go, and my parents would be like, because they would never take me. You know, like they just never would have taken me.
Nope.
While in Germany, we weren't in the loop as far as pop culture back in the States was concerned. We didn't get great TV, and radio stations were in German, or the on-base stations were limited in what they could get a hold of.
I know. You don't even get commercials.
Really?
No.
So it's like...
You didn't get... You don't get
anything.
commercials, and what the commercials in between, like, the shows, like, for example, we watched Ally McBeal and whatnot, they would be like... crazy useless knowledge. Like, did you know that the London Bridge is actually somewhere in, like, you know, Arkansas, whatever. And they brought it and they put it apart. They placed it apart and they put it together. And London Bridge is falling down. And you'd be like, what the hell is this? Useless knowledge. And then, so when you come back to the States, you're like, yes, commercials.
Really? That's
AFN
crazy.
and something else. Yeah.
I did not know that. So if you're gone for like a year, you miss out not only like on the TV shows and stuff like that, but you miss out on like all of that stuff.
I missed out on Jordan Knight when he came out in 1999 because I was in Japan. That's how I did not know that, and along with the Backstreet Boys, but I did not know that Jordan came out with Give It To You.
Oh.
I was all about, like, you hear Jordan Knight every now and then. You're like, oh my God, I loved him when I was a kid. So, I was in Japan for like 2 years, and we didn't get MTV. We just got like whatever they gave us. Like she said, it was very limited. And then you would go to the PX or like the store, the one store, sort of like a Kmart that you have on base. And there you can buy groceries or whatever. You can buy the latest fashion, and you can buy, like, I guess they would bring like music. So it'd be like 3 months behind from what the States would have.
Whoa.
But it'd be like, oh, Christina Aguilera, who's this girl? And we have no idea. So I did appreciate that whatever it is that you found and you liked is because you actually liked it, not because it was just being pushed onto you by the radio stations. Yeah. But yeah, you would buy and also.
I never knew that. This is amazing. We're learning all about culture today. This is fantastic. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so I wasn't friends with any hardcore blockheads at the time and didn't have Twitter. I didn't have time to read articles because I was working full-time and parenting 2 dogs, while keeping myself busy until my deployed husband would return. Most of my military spouse clan did so. It was good because we enjoyed our time in Europe on the Army's dime, but it was almost like we were sheltered. We were, and still are, a family. I guess the internet and TV weren't on our list of priorities, especially when it doesn't come in quality. You don't bother. The day of my very first NKOTB show at the ripe age of 28, better late than never, I got out my vintage 90s New Kids t-shirt that I bought on eBay a couple years back because I saw it and thought, oh, I used to love them. I need this shirt. I've done that many times. My fellow Army wife and blockhead and I packed our bags and boarded the...
Is it Freedom Bird? What do they call it?
Deutsche Bahn?
Oh, I don't
train
know.
for Frankfurt, 3 hours away. When we arrived at the hotel, we immediately met some German blockheads. They didn't speak much English, but we all spoke blockhead, and that was enough. That's amazing. I'm just going to say that right now. That's amazing.
Can you imagine what that was? Like, they would just be like,
like smiling?
I think that is like phenomenal, and it sounds to me is that when I meet like somebody from another country and they don't speak the English language, but they know the words to the American song. And even though they may have an accent with it, but I mean, if they know the words to these American songs. So I could just imagine blockhead languages. Yeah, they would be like, and then all of a sudden it'd be like bust out into, the right stuff.
Let me see here. We arrived at the hotel. We immediately met some German blockheads. I already said that. Sorry. We rode to the show with them and we made a lot of friends when we got there. Even a couple American girls who were traveling to Europe and seeing some shows. Now, forever friends, of course. Aww. And then she wrote, and this happened, and it's a video. Insert jaw drop here. The full service tour. Ooh. Will forever be my favorite because it was when all my fangirly dreams came true. Oh, this intro, this night was pure magic. If someone had told my 11-year-old self that this would be happening in the future, she would have died of fangirl hysteria. Hey, I get that. Completely.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The block is back was written in digital fire across the back of the screen. And grown-up Joe Mack didn't waste any time capturing our hearts. Oh, I can't even go. I can just see him going just like this. And you guys can't see it, but I can just see him just going just like this. And you're like,
Single was like, oh my God. I would, when I saw that, I was in North Carolina, and I would just like rewind and rewind and rewind. But the thing with the DVR was like, because it was like in the morning VH1 thingy, and I was getting work. I went too late to work, and I was just like rewinding until it's just like it gives you like a certain amount of time before the live show continues, and it doesn't let you rewind anymore. I was really sad, but that was Single. I kept on doing that over and over every time it came on.
Like for real, this is just like I totally know what you're talking about. Whew. Ooh, okay. I'm good. Look, she says, I can't even type this without getting misty and chilly. Oh, obviously Maria and I can't either. I'm all flustered now. Whew. Yeah. I'm not so eloquent with words, so to accurately describe this night is such a daunting task. All I know is that I went way back to the days when I saw their Coca-Cola commercial on TV every 5 minutes, and it never got old. It never freaking got old. That commercial never got old. Jump! Do you remember them like jumping? Right? Because isn't that the one that they jump? It was kind of like step-by-step jump. Concert,
and then I think Jordan does his little octopus dance.
But didn't somebody jump? I'm gonna have to look at it.
Probably. I just remember the concert, like it being a concert, it being like a Coca-Cola background and like a, what is it, Hanging Tough type of video.
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't have been step by step. So I'm getting ahead of myself there.
I don't know. I mean, but you can't trust my memory because I just make up things.
Me too. And also that Donnie jump was everything to me. So remember how high he jumped? Do you remember that? It's like, woo! You were like, oh no, Donnie, don't hurt yourself. Well, at least
in the tour or the commercial?
In the step-by-step video. So I think that affected me so much. I think it's like in everything.
Well, he jumped. I was really concerned for him in that concert where he was jumping from the fire pit of the piano.
Oh yeah, that was dangerous, Donnie. That was dangerous.
That was dangerous, Donnie.
Dangerous. But man, how you doing?
It was effective.
Yes, it was. It was very effective. Okay, let me think. You're just bringing up too many memories here. You're bringing up too many memories, Kristen. Okay, here we go. I went back to when I swooned over my radio and Teen Beat magazines. I went back to life was simple, even though I was too young to attend such concerts. Sad face. Same. Mm-hmm. I feel the magic and the love all the same. This night, it was all right in front of me and was something I never expected. Funny story of the next day. I felt so sick, and we had to catch the train back to Nowhere Land in Bavaria. Oh. We got a ride from our new German friends to the train station. All I could say was, is it Toltenbite?
Toltenbite. Yeah, Tolton Bite.
Tolton Bite. And they stopped at the first place they saw a free parking spot, which happened to be the hotel the guys were staying in. I can't make this stuff up. Are you kidding me right now? Where is this going? Where is this going? Where is this going?
Oh my God.
We parked, and when we saw them exiting the building, we saw them interacting, smiling, signing things, and taking pictures. What? Celebrities do these things? I was just used to bands who try their hardest to avoid fans due to psychos ruining it for everyone. Somehow, my sicky feelings were diminishing as Danny was taking photos with fans. Joey was blowing kisses from the bus.
Oh my God.
Then Donnie was on his way out the door signing autographs, and all of my sudden fangirly sparkle just rattled off. Hi, I'm American. I'm only here because my husband's in the army, and this is my first show ever because my parents wouldn't let me go when I was little. That's amazing. Thankfully, he was not appalled by my random word vomit. Pictures from that trip. Okay, adorable. There's a picture of her. You'll see it on the website of her and her shirt and her ticket. And then her and her friends. They're all wearing New Kids on the Block shirts. I love it.
Hold on, let me see. I put Tolton Bite in.
You're gonna tell me what it means?
Toilet and bitter.
Oh,
toilet bitter. Do you hear that?
Yes. What's it mean?
Toilet, please.
Oh, toilet, please.
Toilet and bitter.
Oh,
she sounds like she really means it right now.
Like she sounds like she's gonna be sick. Toilet bitter.
Toilet and bitter.
That's not Maria or I saying that, by the way. That is Google Translate. Oh my gosh. Look at Donnie. You can see the Donnie on his hat. Oh, how you doing? I do have to say, when this tour, so not this tour, but the first one, I was really, really upset because on Facebook the next day, I saw somebody that I knew from school who, like, I didn't feel was that big of a fan, who got pictures with Donnie. And I'm like, how did that happen? Like, how did they get, and I was so jealous. It was jealousy. It was jealousy. Mm-hmm. I mean, because they were good. They were okay people. I didn't really know them that much, but I was like, how does one get a picture with Donnie Wahlberg? I want a picture with Donnie Wahlberg.
I know.
And then I put it in my back pocket and I said, well, good for her. Good for her for getting a picture. Someday I'm going to get a picture.
You're so good. I would have been salty as AF.
I was for a little bit, but then it just made me want to get it more. And that's all I talked about. The next tour, Brooke. The next tour. We are going to meet them.
I'm going to see.
Victory.
It's mine.
Oh, and she's got a picture with her husband. That's nice.
That's cool.
That's cute. All right. So,
what's that? What's that paragraph after that? Is the story continues?
Yes, the story continues.
Okay. This
was the beginning of my speaking problems that we continue to have without fail, no matter how hard I try. We just talked about this. when around Donnie Wahlberg, which is partially why I'm writing this. The following weeks would be when I would have my very first experience with PCD, post-concert depression.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is bad.
That is so real.
It is so real. I needed something to take the edge off, so I actually spent some time online. I wanted to find out if there were fan groups, message boards, anything that would help me cope. I browsed YouTube and saw a video of Donnie expressing how glad he is to hang out with his fans and how we work too hard for the bullshit. And how some celebrities think they are too good to say hello, hang out, and give a hug or two. Donnie Wahlberg. We just talked about this.
Yeah, you don't. Doesn't matter where you see him, how many times you go on set, he will.
It is the truth.
He's grateful.
It is the truth. And I am thankful and grateful for you, Donnie Wahlberg. Just gonna put that out there. I'm thankful and grateful for you, Kristen, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And I am thankful and grateful for Maria for being on this podcast episode.
We're all thankful that you created this podcast.
Hey, I'm thankful and grateful. NKOTB.
Yeah. National
treasure.
Full circle.
Yeah, with that post-concert depression, I'm going to tell you right now, yes. I'm super glad that, I'm glad that we started, talking about stories and stuff, because, it never really clicked for us, because I feel like we just kept talking about stuff and just kept, talking about stories and hearing other people's stories. So that last tour, I didn't feel it as bad as I felt at the tour before. I felt like my world was going to end. Yeah. You know what I mean? are they going to have another one? Because I don't know if I can do this. Like,
yeah, like, when are they going to do it again? And it feels like an end of an era.
yes.
Like, when their last concert is like, that they're going to go on tour. Like, now I feel more confident that they are going to tour, next year or the following year or whatever. But it just feels like an end. Are you like, I have to wait how long?
Right. It's like,
it feels like the end of summer.
I feel like if let's say if they were like, we're going to do a residency, I'd say, okay, I'm moving there. You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, what can I do to move there? Because I want to go to I want to be able to do that, like, and go and keep filling my cup. I know that sounds selfish, but honestly, I think my family would be okay with it.
If they do something like what the people are doing in Vegas, like the Backstreet Boys and J-Lo and Lady Gaga, where they go like for 2 weeks and then they take like a 3-month break.
I'd be all for that. Just putting it out there. Marie and I will be there. We will be there. If we have to walk, we will be there.
We will be there.
That would be one hot walk. We probably won't walk, but if we had to, we probably would. We'll just put that out there. Hey, I'm willing.
Listen, by the end of that bus ride, people will be blockheads.
That is the truth.
Blasting the block.
The whole bus would be like, okay, we're coming with you. It would be like a what do you call it? Like when you go and you just like keep gathering people. And like
a recruitment.
Yes. We'd be recruiting people as we go. Oh, yes, okay. And then like we just all like join together and then go into the concert.
Yeah.
The truth. Okay. Well, there with my maturity, composure, dignity, it was over for me. I was hooked. I was at the point of no return. Once you pop, you can't stop. You get me.
Oh, for real.
Oh, we're here. We're there with you. We are 100%.
Mm-hmm.
The boy band of our childhood dreams coming back into our lives as grown men.
Oh.
Yes.
When they're grown men, they're so much better. I
mean... can I just tell you, I love this next picture that she has because I can see the AIM messenger that she had. And I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah. The emoji.
Yeah, and this
AIM.
old school Mac. Like, I can totally appreciate this.
What is that green one? There's Firefox, and then there's that. What is that green one?
That's iMovie, I think, or DVD. iMovie or iDVD.
There's above Word. There's a red app.
Above Word. That is Flash. I have a feeling that someone is a web developer because...
Yeah, because look, is that Final Cut above that green one?
I believe so. And she has Fireworks. She also has the old Adobe suite. I can see that. She also has...
like the Blue Feather. That was
Photoshop, Illustrator, and Publisher.
Yep.
And then she also has Dreamweaver. So, hey, you. I know
Hello.
You know what you did.
We're so stalkerish, though.
I love this. This is awesome. Okay. Okay. They exemplify all the things this world is lacking. Humility, kindness, thankfulness, encompassed in this big bubble of love. Isn't that the truth?
That's what we were just saying.
Right? This is crazy.
It's so weird. Is that like the baseline of what we feel for the new kids? Maybe that's just like where we all are and start or feel. Everybody feels the same thing. And then we all have different experiences after that. But it's just like everybody feels the humility, the kindness, the thankfulness, all in love, all in one.
I think that needs to be a t-shirt.
Good job, new kids. Good job.
That next year, after my first show, was the beginning of a new life for me. It is the truth, though. You're like reborn. Like,
yeah.
You look at things differently. Like, once this happens, like, and that was for me anyway. I can't really speak for you, but my life, like, I looked at life differently. Like, I looked at things, maybe things are better than they really are. That was what I felt anyway.
I felt like there was a new chapter, a new door opening up, like a new adventure. Because, I mean, life is life. But I was like, maybe this... And it was exciting because it was like... if I go through that door, I can use that as an escape,
Mm-hmm.
or I can use that as future adventures, or it's just so unknown, but it looks so amazing from what I see on Twitter and, the websites, like Journal Night website. When I found that and I saw these people and I was just like, wow, this could be amazing. And it is.
It is amazing. The guys were back. I was expecting my first child, and Donnie followed me on Twitter. What? And this was a long time ago, by the way, judging by those icons. I'm going to say 2008. No, not 2008. Sorry. I'm going to say 2000.
Even earlier.
9?
Was it?
Well, Twitter came out. Twitter came out in 2007. I'm going to say like 2009, possibly.
Okay. Because I went to school. And I remember these icons from school.
So you're thinking what, like 2000?
The Photoshop. 2008, 2009.
Okay.
2008, yeah. But I remember it. The AIM is what kicks me back, and the emoji.
Yes.
Is what makes me think it's older than that.
Oh, that's Yahoo, isn't it?
The emoji?
Yeah, is that Yahoo? I think it might be.
I don't know. I thought you had to download like little emojis so you can put them on.
Oh, maybe. Oh my gosh, I never did that.
Yeah. Like they weren't naturally on the thing, on your chat. Some of them did, but...
Oh, so you'd copy them and put them on?
It was like it was like an app or something that you had to download, and then you can use that on... But that was older, so that's why I'm thinking that. I don't know if that's...
Look, it's trending topics, paranormal activity. Had to have been a long time ago. Because it's not like Paranormal Activity 5. Oh, New Moon. New Moon's a trending topic? Oh.
New Moon, Paranormal, Halloween. What? One letter off movies, Liverpool, Happy Birthday, Katie.
You didn't realize we were going to totally look at the screenshot, did you?
No.
Marie and I are like, oh, let's see. This is amazing. All right.
Twitter background.
Yes.
Oh, that's when you could do the Twitter background.
Yes. I used to think I was so cool because I made my own backgrounds, and I was like, "Oh, look at me! Look at me making a repeating background that looks like it repeats." What do you think about that?
September 23rd, 29th of what year?
I think she tells us. we're just like too excited because we want to figure it out. Okay, so the next year, after my first I was expecting my first child. Donnie followed me on Twitter. When he was still briefly not in such high demand, he would write back to our DMs all the time. So jealous. I took several screenshots and saved that shit. See below. Okay, so all right. So she says, okay, so you can see, she said, "Oh, you deserve one tomorrow. Replay. If not, we'll find a way." Oh wait, these are responses?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's try.
You my dear, will you be treated the royalty that you are? What?
Not now, but send it and I will reply by DM for sure. ASAP love. Where do you see not now, my dear? What is that a next? Oh, there's another one. Okay,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love you. We love you. Oh my God. Hi. Awesome. You deserve one tomorrow. Replay. If not, we'll find a way.
This is amazing. She said, but what does it mean? The next 2 years were torture to my inner fangirl because I missed out on more touring and events while I was in Germany. Most of my BH sisters were attending every live event, going to multiple concerts a year, and some even have developed friendships with these guys, and I'm forever happy for them. I just stood over in Europe pretending to reach out through the TV while feeding my baby boy, not being able to be there. I'm being overdramatic in the sense that I wanted to be there, but I was not feeling actually tortured by being there with my own child. We totally get it.
Yeah, I understand.
On many occasions, I thought to myself, so close, because they were in New York, my home state, a lot. But yet, so far, because I was in Germany until further notice. I joked that I was in exile and wanted to be free so I could relive my childhood over and over again with all the amazing girls I'd met online who were in the States. Instead, I lived vicariously through them. For the record, I was not miserable. I don't like to sound like all of the beautiful experiences I had in Europe sucked, because they didn't involve new kids. NKOTB. I'm truly grateful for everything we've done and seen as a family traveling this world as part of the military. But I miss my new kids. We totally get it. We totally get it.
I know.
Hey, I get it. Those stories of those girls sitting outside of Joe's house as he pulls out breaks my heart. Just breaks my heart. I would have been there. We went to Boston all the time.
Ah.
I mean, I could just fly down to Boston, but I never went. I'm so mad. That's okay. That's all right. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. They made those deployments easier for me. Although I was a million miles away from events and shows, I was grateful for anything, and I made some amazing friends in the process. That night was supposed to be funny because we were attending a boy band concert. Turned out to change my life forever. Non-blockheads would fall over in hysteria reading that line, but I do not care. We get it, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are listening to this get it. And that's all that matters. Yep. Summer of 2013, and my first show back home, Albany, New York. I was pregnant with my second. Still couldn't afford meet and greet tickets, but I got tickets to the show. I put my old DMB stalking skills to use, this time for my 5 boyfriends from Boston. Great pictures, some more great friends, and a piercing smile from Donnie during the concert. That smile is just for you, and you know it. You can prove it because you can feel it, and that's how genuine and strong it is. The smile was in response to this grin.
To the sign.
It says, I'm sorry. The smile was in response to the sign, not grin. I heard you like baby bumps, Wahlberg. Oh, that's cute.
How adorable.
That is adorable. LOL, my fetus even jumped at that smile. I know she felt it too. My very first meet and greet was 2 summers later at Mohegan Sun. Hey, I was probably there. I bought a ticket from a girl who is now a new friend and BH sister. I stood with Jordan because at this point, I was now aware of my Donnie girl with Jordan issues. I wore my Stingy shirt that I got
Stingy!
Stingy. I'm sorry. Stingy.
But did you use that word way back when?
Well, it's a song, right? With him and Donnie.
Yeah, but stingy means like greedy. And so back in the day, I guess in the 90s, we would say, stop being stingy and, give me some chips or something.
Right.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if you...
Oh, no.
We have different terminologies, different states and stuff like that. So.
No. I just got I just read the wrong word. Sorry. Okay. So, I wore my stingy shirt that I got when I wore my Stingy shirt that I got when Jordan and Donnie first dropped that collaboration of Sexiness. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That shit kills me still. That song and this particular weekend was where my current social media handle was birthed from. Donnie had seen my shirt and had urged me a few times to tell Jordan that I wanted a Stingy reunion. What do? I stand there like this. Derpy 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 derp. She has a meme. It's great. Mm-hmm. I love the pictures along with it. It's awesome.
It tells a story, it goes along with it.
It's so cool. I think this is the first time we've gotten one like this. This is awesome. Because of course I did facepalm. during
my favorite emoji.
During our photo, I apparently felt like it was fine to rub on Jordan's abs. Hey, I get it.
Oh my god.
Hands straight inside his jacket no big deal. More like a douchebag. Sorry, Jordan. I don't know where my manners went. Actually, I don't know where my brain cells went.
We totally understand.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that picture.
Hey, I know her. The girl on the side. That I know. With John. I think I know her.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Hey. Small world.
Her and her sister are cool.
Dear God, why am I a doof? So amazing. Confetti in abundance. My night made. Even if I was mute during my meet and greet. Fast forward to summer of 2017. I was only able to do one show because we just bought a house. My husband is now a civilian contractor overseas. Although he isn't in the military anymore, he might as well be. So it isn't easy for me to throw down and go off on a cruise or 7 shows a tour. But again, that's okay. I have 2 amazing children, a husband who works hard for us, and is a phenomenal father. I have a gorgeous home, and I have my health.
I'm not in a situation, but we understand. You know, that people have different lifestyles or different situations, and she's grateful.
Yeah,
I'm glad that she can see the positive in that, because there are people who'd be like, oh, my husband is gone for like 9 months out of the year.
Right.
And they use that excuse to kind of either mess their marriage and just do a lot of negative things. But she obviously, loves her husband because she's seeing all the positive that comes out of that.
Yeah.
And acknowledges how hard he works. She got some great pictures there too. And she would do what I was doing, like put the belly, your hand on. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know why I'm violating Jordan, but I'm so sorry.
Still, whenever I go to my one show every 2 years, I have to go big. Donnie and Jordan knew even before I told them, because they were awesome at just knowing. I don't even know where to start with how amazing this night was. It was actually a dream come true. It was a blessing beyond my wildest dreams. I want to make this interesting, engaging, grammatically correct, but I don't know if I can. You are awesome. This is all good. So just see my photo below if you have any questions, and feel free to shoot them my way.
Oh,
this is awesome.
Thank you, reunion.
For this and so much more to come is what I am so incredibly thankful for. Like the song says, I've had my fair share, but I keep wanting more.
You could be wifey. I'll be like, you could be hubby. I make the songs and I change them too.
I love it.
Yep. You made your song. You made up your songs when you were a kid. I make the songs.
Hey, so I love it. I love it. I'm sure everyone reading this can relate, especially Maria. These guys have brought light to all of our lives on our darkest days. They reminded us why we keep going. I'm sure we all have other factors in our lives that play a part in this, but we don't see these guys every day. So it's on platforms like this one where we have to tell them and hope that they see it. These guys, this band, was our flicker of light in the darkness.
Oh,
I'm gonna cry. And it's been so magical. I'm confident that I'll be on a cruise someday and that we will be all family until we're old and senile. Seriously, nothing has ever been this beautiful. And you are so right. You are so right. Donnie, Jordan, John, best hugger ever, Joseph. I like that you called him Joseph.
So proud.
How you doing, Joseph? And Danny, I miss you. As I write during one of my hubby's rotations away from home, my kids breathe next to me in bed. I'm here. I'm healthy. I'm comfy, and I'm blessed. I'm thankful AF, and I can't wait to see you again. If only for a short time, I'm grateful. Cheers, Kristen Bromley, Stingy Reunion. And then she wrote, go Bills. Go Mets.
Go Qs, and go Knicks.
Hey, I gotta give it up. That's what you like. You like what you like.
The New Yorker had to say it because you were having the New Englander was having trouble.
I was having a little bit of trouble with that.
You go Bills, like I know what this is now. Go Qs. But go New York.
Go New York. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you for that story, Kristen. We appreciate it. We appreciate you sharing it with us. And I appreciate your live that you did. You know what you did.
She did a live?
I watched this video that she posted and she was drinking. And I watched the whole thing. And she talked a little bit about this, and she talked about, like, she misplaced her bag, her, like, like the bag that you got, but she ended up getting it back, so that was cool.
Oh, the goodie bag?
Yeah. Do you want to read the next one?
Sure. Just my lips are dry.
I'm thirsty.
I get dehydrated from all these stories.
I can't believe I said Stingy Reunion.
You want me to read now?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Jen and Kim, aka the Lobsters. Now, I've seen the Lobsters on Twitter a lot. I'm intrigued as to what their stories is. Okay.
Jen reached out to me, like, in the very beginning, and she sent Brooke and I lanyards. New Kids on the Block lanyards.
Oh, cool.
It was really nice.
Yeah, this fan base is amazing. Okay, so it says, hi ladies, finally we get our story to you. What took us so long? LOL.
I know. What took you so long?
First, let me start by answering the $1 million question. What's with the lobsters? There you go. If you watch, I knew. Okay, sorry. If you watch Friends, then you totally get it. Yes, he's our lobster.
I don't watch Friends, so I'm just sitting here like, no.
I love it. It's a Ross and Rachel reference. In an episode, Phoebe, who I've always been told that I remind people of Phoebe because I'm such an airhead sometimes. No. It told Ross Rachel was his lobster, his forever love, because lobsters find their one true love and mate for life. That's totally us. On a drunken night, Kim was crying over a guy and said he was her lobster. I said, F that. We don't need men with our... we don't need men. We are each other's lobsters. That's when it all started. LOL.
Aww.
Before we knew it, all friends and family were calling us the lobsters. Oh. So they're BFFs.
They are.
Kim and I go way back, all the way back to the first grade at Griffin Elementary, where my mom had signed me up for Girl Scouts, and I was a brownie. Not very thrilled about it either. Wow, first grade. How far do you and Brooke go back?
Second.
That's a lot. That's a long time.
Long time.
You're like family now.
Yeah. We were also in brownies together and Girl Scouts.
I went to the meetings and that's where I met Kim. Her mom was one of the mom leaders or whatever they called them. I was fairly quiet and never really into the camping trips or group activities. One memory that is still in my head, well, let's face it, it's traumatizing. It was Halloween and everyone was dressed up in their costumes, but for some reason I didn't have one. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, no.
I remember when you didn't get it, and I would feel so bad for like, my teachers would give like people the M&M, the easy M&M costume because it's just like,
oh, that's nice.
When the kids didn't like have one.
Yeah.
Oh. Kim's mom was not going to let me go without a costume and be left out. Oh. Even though I kept saying I'm fine, please no. LOL. She insisted I dress up. Aww. She goes into her room and comes out with a strawberry costume for me. Oh, see? Like the M&Ms, they're all round. Right. No, thank you. But against my will, I'm forced to wear this thing. There is a picture I will include where you can see the look on my face. I'm not too thrilled. That's the beginning of our friendship. Aww. All right. NKOTB broke out and every little girl went crazy. I remember listening to them and falling in love. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We both had everything they came out with to buy. Oh, they got the merch. Our rooms looked like every other preteen girl's rooms with posters all over. I remember Kim having a roller skating party and I come in with my big ass cardboard square all wrapped up, and as soon as she saw me, she yells, "Oh my god, it's a Donnie poster." Way to blow up the surprise. Oh, so she's a Donnie girl. Well, at least Kim is. Our Kim is a Donnie Kim.
Yes.
Donnie girl. Yeah. The first pay-per-view New Kids did from Madison Square Garden. I remember that. Mm-hmm. My parents ordered, and I said I could invite 5 friends over. Five friends over. Of course, we charged $5 a head. Wow. Kim was there and 4 other girls, and we just sang, danced, and screamed when Jordan opened or took off his shirt. Ooh. I do the same thing now.
Yeah.
It was just the best night. But I remember that I used to like blush, kind of like, I know I'm not supposed to be seeing this, but yes. I like it.
Yes.
Now I don't blush, or maybe I just get hot. But back then I was like, ooh. Fast forward 15 years, Kim and I find the video of the night, and we were so excited to watch it. Well, we couldn't believe what we saw. I was so mean to Kim. Oh, if I think I need glasses. If she sat down, we all stood up. If she stood up, we all sat down. I basically ignored her I have no idea why. That broke my heart.
Oh,
We don't know why we do certain things.
no.
When new kids announced that they were making a comeback, oh, I was so excited. I recorded their appearance, but made my patients at work watch it live with me. They announced the tour, and I took a day off from work so I could get good tickets. Yeah, we do that. I just hope, I'm thankful that my boss is not a New Kid fan, because sometimes we have to take a day off here and there when they have like an impromptu show here in New York. And I may come up with like some sort of 24-hour bug. All right, so where was I? Kim. Okay, my first NKOTB concert, our seats were the very last row of the highest level. Kim and I didn't go together for that either. I believe I made an announcement on Facebook saying that if anyone wanted to let go, let me know. Kim never said a word. So when that day came, I ordered 2 tickets for me and another friend, and Kim was mad. Oh, bad lobster. After that, I made sure to tell her when tickets were going on sale and get her one no matter what. The reunion concert was amazing, but without my lobster, it didn't feel right. So the package tour comes around, and I get us great seats, floor seats. Ooh. We both had an amazing time and even shed a tear or two. I believe we skipped the NKOTB BSB tour because, dare I say, I don't care for BSB.
What? I'm just kidding. Oh, well.
When the main event went on sale, I was ready. Had my dad's Amex card ready. I got amazing seats a few rows back and seat 2 and 3. We get to the concert and are stoked at our seats. We met a great lady that had seat 1. After Nelly and TLC did their thing, I noticed the ushers are lining up around us. I turned to Kim and said, I think something's happening. Oh my God, something's happening.
Oh my God.
I've had that feeling too.
Oh my God.
You're like, oh, something's going down.
Like people are wrestling around you, and you're just like,
when you
what's
see
going
security
on? Yeah. All of a sudden security guards come in, and you don't know. You don't know what's going on.
You just get excited. You know what's happening. Like when we went to the Fenway concert.
Yeah.
We saw them with a little box and the security, and we were like, oh my God. You're just like, who's gonna be there? Who's gonna be standing on this, this box? Because you knew it was.
There was Joey McIntyre, and Maria and I were on opposite. Like we were like on other side of each other, and we never even knew
of the box.
Yeah,
or like not even of the stadium or the.
No, it was of the box, and Bryn is in some of her and Jackie's pictures and video. Like I could spot Bryn, but I had like hoisted Bryn up. So I was like, Joey. It was awesome. So awesome.
It's so weird that, you gotta.
It is.
You look back now and you're like, oh, I know this person. I don't know.
It's so cool.
I lost my spot. Okay. At this point, we had never touched a New Kid before. So I was about to, let's face it, I lost my shit. The lady that sat next to us was so nice. She moved forward so I could get my arm out there when they came out. The lights went out and the crowd was screaming. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I stuck my arm out and then it happened. Oh. All 5 guys came running past us, hitting my hand every time. Oh, yes! That's when... I remember what you were talking about. That's when they came out looking like boxers, right? With the boxing. And they all came out of one... Mm-hmm. I felt like I was a kid again. Kim was cracking up at me, and I immediately texted my husband and said, I touched all of them. The concert was amazing, but I didn't feel right about Kim not getting to experience what I did. So I pulled Kim towards me and said, keep your arm here. So when they all came past me again, Kim and the lady Liz all got our moment with them. Amazing.
Oh.
A few months later, my life changed. My mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. I couldn't believe this was really happening. Over the course of 8 months, we did chemo and radiation, hospital stays, and then hospice.
That's awful.
I'm so sorry. Kim was there by my side every time I needed her. She lived 3 hours away, but was always there. She's my safe place. When I'm with her, no matter what is going on she makes me feel safe. Even as she held my hand, I cried hysterically while my mom took her last breath. Oh, God.
Oh,
I knew I was safe. Okay, enough crying. Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I can't imagine that pain. Like, my husband wanted to do something for me to make me smile again. He said, I want you to get tickets for the New Kids Cruise 2016 for you and Kim.
Oh, your husband?
Oh, National Treasure?
National Treasure!
When they went on sale, Mom was really sick, but by the time she passed, they were sold out. He even tried everything to get us on that boat. It was okay. We really appreciate it, of course.
Of course.
In June of 2016, I was visiting Kim and we heard about the wait list. We decided for shits and giggles to get on it. Never imagining we would get on, but we decided to join some Facebook groups and ask questions and see what the whole cruise was about. After watching Rock This Boat, you can't help but want to go. August comes and we have already planned that what our door theme would be. And if they were to do another season of Rock This Boat, we would try out for it. I woke up this one particular morning very sad and was crying a lot for my mom. I kept saying to her that I don't have anything to look forward to anymore. I got up to clean myself up, and on my way back from the bathroom, I hear my phone go off. I grabbed it, and it was an email. The email! We have a room!
Oh my gosh.
God, I screamed so loud, I scared my husband. Kim was in court and was freaking out too. Well, you might be freaking out for court.
I think she does that for her work. I think she does it for her work.
I text her something like, oh my God. And before I waited for a reply, I called Rose Tours. I am booking our room, and Kim is like, why isn't she responding to me? So now it's official. We are on the boat. Oh my God. We went all out with our Lobsters theme, even wearing lobster claws, headbands.
Bandhead.
Bandheads. Dyslexic right there. I don't like to stand out, so this was hard for me. But once people were noticing us, we had so much fun. When we finally got on the damn ship, we were so excited we couldn't contain ourselves. Every person said, hey, are you the Lobster girls? We gave them a bracelet. Aww. Kim was so excited to decorate our door. She is the crafter, and she likes to be in charge, LOL. So I just let her do her thing. We get to our room and start work. No one else seems to be decorating their door. So we figure it's still early. After the dreaded muster drill, we go to the sail away party. Oh, that muster drill. I try to hide. Jackie didn't let me. I tried to go in the bathroom. I didn't want to go to the damn muster. It's so annoying. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the muster, we get to the sail away party. When the oath is said, I got chills, and I believe I may have shed a tear or two. Yeah, you do. You get emotional. That's an emotional moment. So, Nikki, just let me tell you, be prepared.
So I'm going to have like snot dripping down my face.
Yep.
Probably. I saw this girl.
Grown men cry at that thing.
I saw this girl did like, while she was doing it, she filmed herself, and I was crying watching her do it. It's all over. Yeah. It's over.
It's supposed to be like inspiring, but when he, like, damn, Donnie knows what we go through for some reason. And I guess it's because he listens to his fans, and his fans must tell him. their trials and tribulations. And so the oath is like, I deserve this because I worked hard. I did this, and and we work hard and we wait all year for this cruise. So it just makes it so true. I mean, it's not like you're repeating words that it's just like funny. It's you're repeating words that are true to you.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, and so it's an emotional moment.
We'll all cry together.
Yeah. I lost my spot again. Okay. When the oath is said, I got a chills, and I believe I may have shed a tear too. I blow a kiss to Donnie from down below, and he blows one back.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's like you do it and you don't, and then you're like, what just happened? What just happened? This is real life. What is happening?
I feel it. I was like, what? Is it me? But yes, he blew up a kiss back at you. I lost my spell again.
Hey, it's okay. I do it all the time because we get like into the stories.
Yeah. Okay, he blows one back, and I look at Kim in disbelief, and she said, I saw that shit. Yes. Oh my God, my trip had been made already. So we get back to our room, and I just get a text from Jackie. So we get to our room, and still no one is decorating. Well, Kim doesn't care. She spent so much time making everything she was going to put up. She was going to put it all up.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Go for it. You'll be the only one standing out. As we were decorating, a lady walks by, and I stop her. Hi, are you staying in this hall? Yes, she says. Oh, okay. So why aren't you decorating your door? She says, oh, well, I'm not a fan. I'm Donnie's stylist. Say what? I get what they're saying. I know what the mystery is. Oh. This is the hallway for friends and family. Come again. So now we're excited, but at the same time, a little bummed about this whole door decor thing. We got stopped in the hallway by two ladies and two guys, and they wanted to know what was up with their whole lobster thing. All right. We go into it and explain when I noticed that she is the lady across from our room. I said, can I ask you, why do you all have all access? Do you work with the new kids? Nope. It's Sharon Knight, her sister, and her kids.
Oh my God. This is awesome.
Jordan and John's sister.
Oh my word.
We just knew this trip was going to get better and better. Purple Night was cool, and we got VIP passes for all the nights because Rose Tours had messed up our room. But that VIP was a joke. So Neon Night, we made sure to stay on the floor in the crowd of people. Yeah, the VIP, the guys in would go to the VIP section, which is like on the side, like on the Lido deck. There's like the top deck or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like closed off at a certain section, and that's the VIP. So the guys used to like go out there and mingle with the fans that were there and take pictures and blah blah blah. But now they don't do that so much. So I lost my spot again. Sorry. Kim had to go sit down, and I stayed in the sea of people. Joe came down and said he wanted to dance with us, but please don't put a camera on his face. Oh, so I stood there waiting for my chance to dance with Joe. After I did, I made my way back to Kim. All of a sudden, Joe comes to the crowd and is now on the bar right next to Kim. She was freaking out, but in a good way. Our night was made, and we headed back to our room. It's now 3 a.m. Kim went to go get us the drinks, and when she came back, she said, oh, you already changed. Okay. I heard Donnie is coming down. So no makeup on, and my PJs, I throw on a bra and head down to the end of the hall. There's now a big crowd waiting for him, but thanks to our room, we were right where we needed to be. Jenny and Donnie come through the crowd, take some pics, and then I hear Donnie say, okay, no more. Jenny was super sweet and took pics with us. Scroll. Mm-hmm. When When Donnie got there, I was like, Donnie, one more, please. He looked at me and what must have been the most pitiful look, and says, sure. Oh, I
Oh.
finally got my pic with Donnie, and then he grabs Kim, and we squeal all the way down to our room.
Oh.
Our trip was made.
Wait,
What
so are they
more could
both
happen?
Donnie girls? I think they are, right?
It looks like, sounds like it.
Hey, we're all Donnie girls.
I think so. The next day, we get off in Mexico and have some margaritas. Well, one margarita. LOL. Kim was gone, and I was tipsy, so we made our way back to the boat. We take a nap, and Kim then decides to go to the casino. I went to nap more, so I stayed. A knock on the door, and it's our room steward, Miss Jennifer. Can I please clean the room? And we're like, no, come back. Come back at 7. Okay, so I get up without even looking at the mirror to fix my hair and walk down to talk to the security guard who we have now become friends with. We were talking for about 10 minutes or so, and then Mr. Wahlberg himself comes down around the corner. I froze. I had my phone with me, but didn't want to talk. Didn't want to ask him for a selfie again. I get it. Since we got on the night before. I don't know if I made a noise or something, but he turned back to look at me and smile.
Oh.
That smile, Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, now I'm dead. Yeah. He comes over towards me, flips out his phone and says, can we take a pic together? You want to take a pic with me? I was now a babbling idiot. I feel you. I tried to tell myself to shut up so we could take a pic. He snaps a few, and then I said to him, I'm sorry. Can I have a hug? He said, don't be sorry. Of course you can. You are beautiful.
Oh, Donnie Wahlberg, what?
Did he just call me beautiful? Then he says, I love you. Yes!
Oh my God. Dead.
What the what? What the what? I'm pretty sure now we're getting married. I feel you. I look at the security guard and said, you saw that, right? That happened. That just happened. Then I grunting at Kim and tell her all about it, and she's like, I don't believe you. I had no proof. It was on his phone. I said, okay, let's go talk to the security guard. We get back down to our room, and he's gone.
Oh my gosh.
She believed me, though. Donnie had no idea the year that I had. He didn't know I had lost my mom just a few months earlier. He also didn't know he gave me back my smile that day.
Oh.
He really is amazing. Our first cruise was amazing. We made so many friends on that boat and on Facebook. We kept in contact with them and made more. Oh, okay. Tragedy struck our lives again when Kim's dad became very ill and we lost him in April 2017.
I'm sorry, Kim.
This next cruise was to give her smile back.
Oh.
With all the BH friends, we made it, and it was amazing. And it was an amazing time. We were looking forward to our third cruise and a family reunion with all the friends we made.
Yay, that was a great story. We can't wait to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Maria. This was fun reading stories, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you hopping on and us sharing some more New Kids on the Block stuff. It was great.
It's always a good time.
It's just what I needed. You and New Kids on the Block filled my cup. So I feel this is great. So, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
So
it's
thank
over.
you.
No problem.
We want to hear, okay, so we want to do some cruise stuff before the cruise. Like, we want to hear more cruise veteran stories. Like what things we should prepare for, or, I never knew about the, extension cord thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're not supposed to bring a surge protector. Don't bring surge protectors.
See, that's Jackie's apartment. She's so prepared. So I don't know. Like, these things, and I've gone to like 8 of them, 7 of them, 7, I think. This would be my 7th. I don't know. I can't count. I've been there since 2012. Yeah, and it's like that girl said, it's like you thought that you were going to do something, and it's going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to go and visit for a little bit, and then it turns into like an addiction.
Yep. I know this is not my last cruise.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait!
I can't wait.
What do you think? Oh. I was like, the thing is that like yesterday, I think it was, or sometime this week, I'm not trying to think too much about the cruise because I don't want to go like drive myself crazy for the next 9 weeks. But I did because I started watching. I went to the rabbit hole that is YouTube, and I watched the whole concert twice. And then I started watching like the behind the music, and then I went to Facebook, and I go to Facebook to certain pages all the time, and maybe just post some random stuff on myself. But then I started going to the new kid pages, and you get so excited.
Yes,
everybody talking about themes and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god,
it's been so awesome.
I'm like, and I actually spoke to, maybe it was because I spoke to Jackie this week, and we were talking about, themes and stuff like that, and we started working on those, and just throwing out ideas, and just like, I can't, this is going to be so much fun.
I'm like getting my first cruise outfit, like that I got, and it fit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm ready. It's just been amazing. And so I have officially started the door stuff. Like I did actually weeks ago. But now I'm like in full swing. So
yeah.
I'm excited.
And let me tell you, they have everything out there for you. Like if you want to find the dimensions of it, like, the measurements and all that good stuff, they have it. Just go into those websites. I mean, those Twitter, Facebook pages. And you'll find all that stuff. So you know where exactly the door handle is and all that stuff. So you won't plan to have something there. And how much like if you're in a certain room, is the laundry next to you? Or is there another room next to you? Or do you have a long space? Sometimes you do that. So those are little things that you can think about, and you can use that whole space, because somebody used like that whole space for like a tiki bar.
That's amazing. Ours won't be that elaborate, but it will be a lot of stuff.
I can't wait to see your doors.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it sounds like you just. And you know what? And another thing that I guess this is what you were talking about, like. Veteran tips and whatnot. Just go and look at the doors. That's like a whole other event that's not scheduled. It's like, it's not on the itinerary, but it's something that you should do. You should go and look at the doors.
I can't wait.
We have really, really good time doing that. And so go with a couple of drinks and just and they're very interactive and stuff like that. So it's really fun.
I love it. I'm working on the interactive piece of ours. It's a surprise. I will tell you, but you guys is going to be surprised. But like, I can't like wrap my head around it. So I'm just trying to like figure it out. It's very simple, but at the same time, like trying to wrap it into the whole other piece of the theme. So, all right. So if you've got tips or whatever, stories, send them our way. We'd love to do some more cruise stuff. So yeah, that's it. That's our block party.
Yay.
We didn't leave out nobody.
Not even
toilet and bitter.
That was fantastic. We loved out no one. Oh, and thank you so much, Lobsters, for sending your story. And thank you, Kristen, Stingy Reunion, for sending us your story. All right.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for having me. And
thank you for coming. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.
All right. Bye.